Hello, Scorpio. Happy New Year. This is a message for January 5th until the 10th. I want to thank all my Scorpios who reached out for a personal reading. Remember, these are general. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, that information is in the description box. Also, if you're not a subscriber, tap that subscribe button now and hit the bell, for I do upload weekly. So let's see what messages are coming out for Scorpio for this new year. We're going to start out with the Eagle. This card is saying you will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. This is a beautiful card that comes out. The Eagle sees above situations, looks at things from a higher perspective. There's a new dawn that is happening here. We are in 2021, and it is saying it is time to look at things from a higher perspective. Here we also have the card of Chariot, which is Cancer. So it says charge ahead with confidence, stay strong, and focus. When the Chariot card appears, again, it's a forward movement. So this is, again, you're moving towards your destiny. You're being called to really trust the journey that is in front of you. The Chariot does not look back. It looks forward. It has an intent. Intent to what? To see things from another perspective and to move towards now the desired for what is to come in 2021. At that bottom, we have fire, so let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. Fire can burn things away, so where are you putting your creativity? Where are you putting your passion? Allow the emotions of the past to be burned away so you can really come in with renewed energy. As fire, it's about creating. Fire is all about our creativity, our passion, and where are we going to put those energies? And it is in the new and from seeing things from a new perspective. With the card of bondage. Okay, so it's time for you to come out of this. It's time for you to set yourself free. Like I said, allow things to be burned away. When the bondage comes out, this is the cards of thoughts, of emotions, but who's keeping you in bondage? This is self-bondage. This is one who keeps themselves in prison of the old, but this is what is being released. Why is that? Because that's the Eight of Swords card, right? Staying in things, feeling trapped, thinking that you're in prison of some kind, but the prison is of your own mind. It's your own fears. It's your own beliefs, or things that are holding you chained, feeling alone, feeling lonely, feeling like you're in a tornado of thoughts sitting here. But the thing is that at any time, this man can set himself free, male, female, it doesn't matter. You're really to bring the wisdom of the past. What is wisdom? Wisdom is everything that has been gained through the experiences that you've been having. So hence you bring in the wisdom of what it was like to keep yourself in negativity, to keep yourself bondage to the past, to keep yourself into believing that you are not free. So you're releasing yourself from these things. And as you do, as you release yourself from the bondage of your own mind, you're moving forward because you're shifting your perspective. You're really soaring towards your destiny. And now you're learning how to use the element of fire. And the element of fire is where it brings positive future. So this is saying it's time for you to use the wisdom and now move towards the things that you want to bring in 2021, because things are really looking up for you by using what creative source energy. Let's see what the romance angels, the cards that want to come out for my Scorpios. What is coming in for Scorpio? This card just wanted to flip out. Okay. And I have the card of reconciliation. So it says someone from your past is returning to your life. This is not for all of you. This is for some of you. So again, if you felt like you were in prison with somebody or a lot of negative thinking, here it is telling you now there's something positive that's coming. There can be a reconciliation. This does not mean that you're meant to get back with that person, but you're reconciling. So there's a sense of reconciliation with someone from your past. I will take one more card on that. I will also be doing clarifications. Unrequited love. So if you were in a relationship that had no movement forward because one person loved the other person more than the other person that we're showing, it's unrequited, right? It's like the dopamine, thinking that, you know, somebody's really gonna fall for you as you do these things, but it's not. So this is saying there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, and hence we also have the card of attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment. So the law of attraction talks about in your present moment. So if you're feeling that you will love and you won't have that love back, you will attract the unrequited love, and hence then keeping yourself bondage to these thoughts. So it is asking you to bring this wisdom and really shift it to now attracting the love that you want to bring in. So that means you're coming out of this energy. Your thoughts are not on this energy or the lack of love or somebody not being here. You're really shifting it. So that can be also reconciling with what you have experienced up until this point with the Twin Flame Journey deck. Let's see the card that is coming out for Scorpio. And the card that comes out is hurting and in separation. Again, in separation, healing, boundaries, and time apart. So I am seeing, again, for some Scorpios, not with all, that yes, it's been a time of separation. And there was words that were said that really cut really deep. And from that came in the card of acceptance. Now the card of acceptance says, make peace with the truth, no judgment. Again, I don't know why this card is looking at me, so let me turn around. Meditation, inner journey, intuition, awakening, breath. So this, again, is telling me as you come into acceptance and really reconcile with the person that you had this unrequited love with, when you let go of that, then you have this beautiful forward movement into moving forward now in 2021 and really creating a positive future for yourself here with the fire and chariot. So there can be, we have air element, we have water element, and we have fire element, Scorpio. So this is saying surrender to the separation, surrender to what has happened, so you can now come into union with what really is true and right for you, because there is a positive shift coming. But I'm seeing that you really had to let go of somebody here. Let's see what the Starseed family, and I will be doing clarifiers to get a little bit more on the story here that is unfolding. The card that comes out says Hirith, I'm probably not saying that right. So it says longing for home, homesick for the stars. So some of you are feeling like you can't take it anymore, that you want to go home, but this is where you are at right now. Home is where you are. And don't forget that you are protected. Some of you can be awakening that you are starseeds, that you are more than your physical body. And it's just saying, you know, some of you could have gone through a lot of pain in relationships and you just feeling there's a surrender. So it's asking you to really surrender, and you're waking up to that. I remember, wow, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Yes, so the fated life and the destiny life, there are things that are fated and there are things that are destined. And this card is telling you right now to really remember, don't forget who you are. This is a card of awakening. This is a card that says it's time for you to remember that you are spirit having a human experience. And this card is saying it's time for you to recognize that. It's time for you to really look at that we live in a world that is, it's a free will world, and you cannot control things here with this card when this card appears. So you're just being invited to remember. You remember your soul's greater plan, and to what? To surrender to it. And when you surrender to it, then everything that you're looking for then comes into place. This is the part of the plan. So for some of Scorpios who came into union and, you know, that had to be a lesson. You had to learn something in regards to that. And also wherever you were thinking, this is what you were attracting. There is a reconciliation that is coming in, whether it is fated or destined to come back to this. We will soon take a look at that. So let's go and let's take a pick of really seeing what cards want to come out. For the first set of pile here, we're going to take Seven of Swords. This is needing to protect your energy. Seven of Swords is the card of getting away with secrets, getting away with something. This is someone who's sly, who's not a giver. He's sneaky, a person with a strategy, someone who comes in with the same pattern, something that they do to you or to everyone. This is the card that says, you know what? It's time to protect yourself and your energy. When you notice that something is not being given to you in an equal measure, it's time for you not to rob your energy or give your power away to somebody. It's time for you to move away from these energies. It's time for you to see things from a higher perspective. The Seven of Swords. So if this is yourself too, stealing other people's joy. Anything, you know, it's reversed, whatever way that you want to look at it. So with the card of wisdom and bondage and positive future, the cards that come out, look at this. See, this is beautiful. Again, very, very beautiful cards here. The world, it is time for you to complete that. You have completed it. Why? Because Piscean card shows up, and also like to say Cancer, but tarot calls it Pisces. This is things that are illuminated for the way of the world, for your new world. This is activating light body. This is a completion of the past. There's a lot of forward movement here. And I really feel that during the Cancer full moon on the 31st, there were things that were illuminated about your life and what you're stepping into, which is a positive future here. So no longer being deceived. The things that you needed to see in regards to the love, or in regards to what you are attracting, and in regards whether you want to reconcile or not, it is now illuminating. It is showing itself to you. And here it is telling me you no longer are listening to that chatter of the mind, to the arguments, to the bickering. The Five of Swords says, you know what? See, a lot of sword energy. Swords is very cutting. So things that were said, and this is in releasing that. So this is coming out of that mental agony, the bickering, the fighting, the pain. And this really is going beautifully with that. With the Hangman in reverse, it is talking about really bringing yourself to a place where you have shifted perspective. The Hangman talks about that, talks about shifting your perspective and really having that acceptance. When you let go with the Hangman, because that's a surrender, it's a letting go. As you let go and you stop struggling, then you start to see things in a new way. So I really feel that you're looking at your life now in a new way. Hence what? Walking away. Walking away from the things that were emotionally not fulfilling. Because what? When the Eight of Cups, when female he, she decides to walk away and to move because it knows that there's a greater plan ahead. Here, again, don't forget who you are. With the I remember and longing for home, it is saying, you know what? It's time for you to remember who you are. You're here on a soul mission. You're here on purpose. There's divine destiny, things that are fated at work here. So just know when to walk away and move towards new horizons. I just saw 1333. So you may want to, threes can be very significant for you. So the Eight of Cups talks about that. It's time for you to walk away from things that are emotionally unfulfilling towards what? Towards a new destiny here, and really come out of feeling this pain, this emotion. Why? The card that comes flying out is the Fool. The Fool shows up and says, it is time. With the Chariot and the Eagle and all these other cards, it is time for you to take a leap of faith into 2021, carrying a very light load. You cannot bring this hurt and the pain with you. If you are in separation, it's time to really reconcile with that, surrender to it. There's a sense of acceptance because there's a new journey, and this new journey is filled with positive new passions and new creativity that wants to come towards you. Let's close you out with the star seeds. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and let's see the message that wants to come out. And we have Gaia. So Gaia comes and says, connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. And it really goes great with this card, because for those that feel like, I don't belong here, I can't do this anymore, it's too painful, this is not home, or not being able to speak, my throat just went so dry right now. So really feeling like you're not being heard. Wow, my throat just kind of went, like not being able to express your true self. So this is saying, you know, Gaia, excuse me, is your home. And you're being nurtured. So spend also some time in nurture and allow Mother Earth to show you why you are here. Sending you much love, much light. Namaste.